Pleasant day, everyone. Welcome back to the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Service YouTube channel. I'm Trisha Humphreys, here to bring you your tropical weather outlook for today. In the Atlantic, we are currently monitoring two systems. Here we are in the Leeward and British Virgin Islands and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. We have AL96 and recently formed AL97 out in the Atlantic. AL96 is experiencing some trouble at this time. It is in a region of very dry air and currently has a very low chance of development in the next 2 to 7 days. And as it moves on northwards into the northern Atlantic, it's not expected to encounter any land masses or harm anyone at this time. For AL97, however, there's a strong tropical wave that has just come off the coast of Africa, and it has been given a 40% chance of development or medium chance of development in the next 2 days, and in the next 7 days a very high chance or 80% chance of development. It currently has a low pressure center just south of the Cabo Verde Islands, and here is the projected path of AL97 as it could become a tropical depression just later on this week. Model projections are still quite far out for us at this time, as by the time it reaches us, it would be by early next week, and models are showing that it would pass north of the islands. But of course, models change all the time, and we will continue to monitor with us every day on the progress of AL97. Now looking at our satellite imagery for today, here we are in the Eastern Caribbean, and here's AL96 further north, and associated with it is a tropical wave that is approaching us at this time. We're expecting this tropical wave to come over us by tomorrow into Tuesday. However, it is very dry as it is encountering some Saharan dust at this time, and it may bring brief passing showers tomorrow into Tuesday. However, of course, it is still very dry, so not much in terms of heavy shower activity. And here's over off the coast of Africa, we have AL97, and we see the broad area of cloud mass associated with it. Taking a look closer at AL97, we see that it's very deep thunderstorm activity that's occurring, and we see a circulation that has been forming over the Cabo Verde Islands as it develops. It's still very far out from us, as we see, and it will be encountering some favorable environment as for development, as the air around it is not as dry as we see with AL96. So if AL97 is to develop, our next name on the Atlantic hurricane list is Erin and Fernand. So within these two systems that have possibility of development, these are the two names that you should be looking out for in later on this week if they do develop. And of course, if we look at our historical hurricane / tropical storm climatology, we see that this is where we are, August 10th, and we see that we are hyping up into the peak of the hurricane season, which occurs on September 10th. And of course, with that, you should know about your risk associated with storms. We have storm surge, which can cause very damaging coastal conditions. And of course, hurricanes could bring tornadoes and high damaging winds and activity associated with that. And of course, our deadliest, our most impactful risk or hazard is flooding, and everyone should take note of their flood risk associated with their location and their property. Remember to know your risk to protect your life and your property this hurricane season, and continue to monitor it with us and stay prepared. So if you're interested in our weather community and want to send us more pictures and videos, remember to send them. If you see anything on the outside that's looking any sort of interesting to you, you can send it to abmsiwatch@gmail.com for us, so we can tag you and post on our social media. Remember to keep up with us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and on X at the Antigua and Barbuda Meteorological Service. If you're in Antigua, check out our hotline and our website for more forecast information. Remember to stay safe and keep monitoring with us this hurricane season. I am Shwissa Humphreys. Have a safe and productive Sunday.